Okay, here we go. We're in part 8 of the Yanuka's lectures that were written down. And we're in the section that starts with Kashe'ena Adam Kashur B'Yira Torah Enu Me'ira. When a person is not connected to Torah through Yira, through awareness and fear, the Torah will not illuminate for him. And then the Torah becomes like a fire that you can't stand next to because there's no place to contain the fire, like you're going to get burnt. Let's see. Aval, however, kishadam loy made below aratzon lavo al yedei limud b'Torah liyiras Hashem. When a person does not learn Torah with the desire that his learning should bring him to a place of awe and awareness and fear of Hashem, ulevatel me'atzmo es halavushe or v'habios, and the Torah is not being learned in a way that it will cancel out from himself or herself their garments of skin and the thickness of your physical garments that doesn't allow your light to shine through. When you're not learning Torah this way, Ein alav hera me'atzelem, you don't get the illumination from the tzelem, from your garments of light. Shehu levushe or shel kol tzadikim, and this is the garments of light that all the tzadikim are wearing, that they have. She'oiram shoyre al divrei ha'Torah shebehem hu oisek, and their light of the tzaddikim dwells and rests on the words of Torah that they've produced, that you're learning. You want to get the light from the tzaddikim, you learn their Torah. When you learn Torah not for the purpose of getting light, you're going to get burnt by fire. Some people are learning Torah out there not for proper intentions, and they get burnt. And then they wonder, oh, I was learning Torah, I was serving God, I was doing all these things, why am I getting burnt? Bro, sister, your intentions weren't there. V'nishar bo levush hademus, you're going to be stuck with your garments of demus, your skin. Shu keneged Chava ve'aisha, and this is juxtaposed and connected to Eve, Chava, and to women, to the feminine side. Ba'azeh amru b'Yerushalmi Sota, and regarding this, it says in Talmud Yerushalmi in Sota, Yisrafu divrei soira ba'al yimseru lenashim, you should burn the words of the Torah and not hand it over to women instead. People misread that, like, what? Women shouldn't have the words of Torah, you should burn it instead? No, that's not what it's saying. The Talmud's writing in code. Let's see what it's really saying. Because when you learn Torah in this way, when it's like the women version of learning Torah, the Torah does not light you up with the garments of light. Ela ke'esh, rather it's going to be like fire. That doesn't have a contained place, like a fire pit. It's just a spreading fire. It's going to burn you. This could sound really wrong if you didn't have the right context. Let's get the right context. Because the garments of skin you have is connected to the light of the fire. And the garments of light that you have from Tzelem, or that's juxtaposed and connected to the light of the real light, not the light of the fire light, but the light of a spiritual light. But the main thing here, the main thing is a human should be worthy that the Torah that he or she is learning should light them up and bring them to a place of closeness to God and fear and awe and awareness from God, the blessed God. And this only happens when you combine your garments. Not the masculine alone, not the feminine alone. This is not about women and men. This is about something metaphysical. You have to combine your spiritual garments. And this is when the divine presence dwells on you. And you're learning Torah for the right sake, for the right intentions. Like Rabbi Akiva says in Talmud Sota, Ish v'isha zachu, if a man and a woman are worthy, shechina b'neihem, when a husband and wife are worthy, the divine presence rests amongst them. Lo zachu, if they're not worthy, eish oichalta, and the fire will consume them and eat them. She'eno Torah lishma, which is all compared to learning Torah for its own sake. So even when the Torah says if a husband and a wife are worthy, the Shekhinah dwells amongst them, it's, yes, that's true, but it's talking about something much deeper. when a husband and wife are worthy, it doesn't mean a husband and wife only. It means when your masculine garments and your feminine garments are worthy. This means a man has feminine garments and masculine garments. All humans could have both. We're not just talking about men and women here and then there. Different. No, this is spiritual matters. When you have both garments, the Shekhinah dwells within you. When you don't have both garments, Rabbi Akiva says a fire consumes you, because you're not learning Torah for its own sake. So no one should get offended here. No feminist movements, no masculine movements. This is talking about metaphysical, spiritual stuff. Combine the masculine, combine the feminine. Without the feminine, you're going to get burnt. Without the masculine, you're going to get burnt. You have to have both. You got to combine them in the right way. And when you do that, the Shekhinah dwells amongst you, and the Shekhinah dwells amongst you. You have protection from harm. Life goes your way. You have blessings. You have mazel. There's no complaining about nothing. You're grateful. So, my brothers and sisters, I give you a bracha, a prayer that you should combine your garments. The Shekhinah should dwell amongst you. Heal yourself. Heal everyone else. And on that note, I love you all so much. Here we go. Stay strong. Over and out.